Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people. Got a little message for you today, coming to you live from station WEBM. Wonderful Eddie B. Marcus, operating smack down from the top of the sky, the spiritual realm, right down to wherever you are. And this message to reach you, saturate you, and serve you as the blood in your veins. And that when you have maturated it, you will live. Ladies and gentlemen, those of you who are Christians, I want to say something to you. This world that we're living in is the fruit of those who were kicked out of heaven. The angelic host, Lucifer and angelic host. They all down here. And those who were kicked out of the Garden of Eden, they all down here. And we are all here living under the rules for which we have given life. And it is a hellish life. It's nothing like the spirit of true life, which is on the other side. On this side, we have men as masters. On the other side, each of us are the master of our own lives under the Godship of the Almighty. And we are on the same page as the Godship, wherein lies our pure destiny, wherein lies our purpose in life, wherein lies our peace and our prosperity and our joy, wherein lies the fulfillment of all our dreams and all our needs being met, wherein lies heaven on earth. Now, on this side, we have to treat each other like we want to be treated. We recognize that everything belongs to God, and every last one of us are participants, one unto the other, in the service to one another. And by so doing that, we are the ones that create all of the goods and services that's required to meet the needs and the desires and wants of every last one of us on earth. That is our responsibility, one unto the other. This is what we guarantee, one unto the other, by virtue of being a birthright from the Master, the unseen, unheard, unspoken, but evidence thereof. And we, the one who accept that power and benefit by all of the heavenliness, the wonderfulness of life. And we reject any virus that comes in and says that some of us are more important than others, deserve more than others, are better than others, and that you will make your miracle great again. Somewhere they said Jesus Christ, who was a big symbol of this whole movement, came down to earth better than any of human beings had ever been known to be at that time, more magnificent than any human being had ever subscribed to be. And they called him the Son of God. And he was so magnificent that the powers that be offered to allow him to rule basically half the world or all of the world if we just humble themselves, bow down, and follow the dictates of, well, they say Satan. Some people call it man. Some people call it the system. Now, look what in today's society could have had. Some of these guys, these guys got these internet services. They give them multi-billion dollars just for what they did, and now showing them how to use it. Multi-billions of dollars. They accept that. These people get these systems and control these systems and do what they want to do to exploit the people of this nation with these systems. But you got many people who are being paid millions of dollars to do this. Then there are certain stories that they want to put out amongst the people to kind of coerce their thinking. So they put movies in. They put the kind of movies that will mess with people's minds and kind of alter their thinking to be streamlined to a condition perhaps that they wanted to have. And they pay these actors great amounts of money. And then they engage these actors in certain other things, perhaps, you know, things that done dark under the table. I hear. I don't know. I didn't make it that far in the show business world. But I do know that if anybody tried it, and I know there are those that will try it, that there would always be someone who would give in and do it. And I know that there are so many that will give in and do it. So the question is not, is it happening? If you got any kind of sense, you know it's happening. So all of that is over there in that game of people trying to survive and have their dreams come true and measure up. Lying, cheating, stealing, doing all the kind of ugly, nasty stuff that they're ashamed of, that's been copied, that's been monitored, been identified. So when you ever think you got enough nerve to stand up, they're going to put it out, and hopefully this will scare your butt to sit back down. But a person that's free, the person who has had their eyes open, who make a change in their lives, what they call being born again, they now on the path that was okay when you were in heaven as angels. They on that path that was okay when they were in the Garden of Eden before they listened to that snake. And now they're in this garden now, they're okay because they recognize the snake and they have said no to the snake, and they are walking according to the spirit of the everlasting spirit of life. And there ain't nothing to Trump and the Republican conservatives or the Democratic liberals or white people or the law or the Constitution or the Supreme Court going to cause these people to walk anyway different from the ways of the Father. And this, my friends, all of you Christian people, this is what allows you back into the fold of living as in heaven. Living as in heaven. Living as in heaven. That is why Jesus said all of that stuff that they were given wasn't important. It wasn't enough. Not for what the Father and that way of life had to offer. So the message to all human beings that wanted to wake up, it would be required that you reject everything under the system. All of the stuff that you need to survive, you need it, baby. There's no doubt about it. And you must have it, but you must go at it according to the principles of God. And you're going to be challenged by the principles of the world. But you are going to follow the principles of God until hell freezes over and turns to heaven on earth, or until they send you to wherever heaven is. Now, don't sit on your loins thinking that because you're going to church, that you're a deacon, or that you're singing the choir, you're a Sunday school teacher, or you're a preacher. Don't sit up there and kid yourself thinking that you on your way to sit on the right hand of the side of the God the Father. You ain't going to be sitting on no right hand of God the Father. No, baby. God loves you. As Dr. King say, you'll get there one day. But until you straighten up and get it right, you'll just be learning. You'll just be repeating, learning. Because you ain't going there until you get it straight. You crooked it up. That's what got you out. And don't think you coming back in there as a crook. Now, does that mean you got to be perfect when it comes to the things of life? Yeah. Now, I don't know about all the things of life, but I do know certain things. You got to love. That's key. Now, whatever love does, that's what you got to do. So anyway, I think I'll leave it there. I might not post this because I kind of sound a little boring. Then again, I might. Until next time, this is Eddie Marcus saying bye-bye.